everybody. Welcome back to the Midfield Pivots. Welcome to the Weekend Takeaways. Once again, it's your boy B Holi. Before we get started, I just want to thank you all for your support. Thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for the likes on the videos. Thank you for all the interaction on the comments. So without further ado, let's get into it. First up, we had our first El Sackico. That's what it was. The game between Man United and Spurs. That was the game to decide who was going to get fired first between Nuno Espirito Santo and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Suffice to say, end of the day, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer won the El Sackico and therefore kept his job. Nuno Espirito Santo, as of this reporting, has been fired. He's out of here. He's out of Spurs. 4 months in the job. Great start, dismal from there. They beat City first up, and then it's been downhill from then on. So yeah, Nuno Espirito Santo has been fired. What can we say about this game? Well, you know, the rumor Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was given 3 games to save his job, and the coach that was mooted to take over from him was one Antonio Conte, who, funny enough, is now, as of reporting, not confirmed yet, but unconfirmed reports say that he's in London right now, signing a contract with Spurs. So by the time this goes out, he might already have been announced as the new Spurs coach. But anyway, so Ole heard that he was going to get fired and that the guy to replace him was going to be Antonio Conte. So he decided that he's gonna play the Antonio Conte formation so that he could save his job. It's the weirdest thing on earth. It's like, I'm gonna fire you if you don't play like this. And then the next game, no, sorry, I'm gonna fire you and replace you with the man who plays the five at the back formation. Then the next game you play five at the back formation and win. Therefore saying, you don't need to fire me, I can play that formation as well. It's exactly what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did here. And well, it worked. It saved his job. You know, reports, people were always saying that Spurs were really rubbish. They were bad. Spurs were pretty bad. Had chances, couldn't take them. Harry Kane seems to be on permanent strike. I don't know what's up with that guy. It's like he works for the government or something. Like it's like Home Affairs. And it's like, what, system is down, system is offline. He's not trying to do anything. He just really isn't doing much. So yeah, Spurs were pretty dismal. The formation helped. The formation that Ole picked helped because it kept him more compact, and Spurs couldn't really break them down and score from against 7 defenders at some point. Like 7 guys defending. So it's gonna work out for you, and then you've got the guys who hit you on the break, Ronaldo and Cavani hitting you on the break. So it's gonna always work out in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's favor if you to play that formation against that team. Because Spurs are not gonna sit back. They were always gonna attack, and we all know that Ole's team is set up for counter attack. So it worked out very well for him. He was lucky that his opponents were Spurs and not someone else, like, that's going to play a low block. So yeah, that's what happened in El Sackico. But just to speak on both these teams, you've got such a contrast here. You've got a team in Spurs who hired a coach. Everyone said it was a bad hire in the beginning. Even I did. I didn't think it was a good hire to get Nuno Espirito Santo into Spurs. It just didn't fit. And well, it turns out it didn't fit. And the first real opportunity they get, or the if he gets, what does he do? He fires him. He gets rid of him and replaces him with hopefully a better coach in one Antonio Conte. I'm not gonna say Spurs is the best run team I've ever seen. They've got their own systematic issues as well with how they are run. I mean, the fact that they forced Harry Kane to stay instead of selling him is one of the big reasons why Nuno lost his job as well. Things like that. They don't really make great signings. They don't want to spend too much money on transfer market, all those sort of things. So they're not really a well-run team themselves. But the fact that they are able to identify that the problem is the coach and get rid of him, and the team is supposedly big as Man United cannot do the same thing, it just shows the levels of ineptness that are prevalent in the Man United board. Um, just to get this out there to all Man United fans, I'm gonna say this to you guys, and I hope you guys take this to heart. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going nowhere. It doesn't. There's nothing he can do like to get him fired. Um, there's no result that is worse than the result against Liverpool. That's the lowest point that this team has been since Alex Ferguson left. None of the coaches they've had have lost like that. It's the first time in I don't know 20 whatever years or since the 1920s that they've gone this long without winning a trophy. Even under Van Gaal, they won the FA Cup. Under Mourinho, they won the Europa Cup. You know what I'm saying? They've won things. He haven't won anything since he got here. That's almost 3 years now. Next month is 3 years since he got appointed. So I don't think there's anything he can do that's gonna convince this board that he needs to go. Therefore, the fans need to get on board with that and understand that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is here for the long haul. He's here as long as he keeps getting top four. That's all they really care about. So what you guys need to understand about the Glazers, they don't really care about competing for the Premier League and all those sort of things in the Champions League. They just want to be in the Champions League, and that's really it. Commercially, that's all they need. So as long as he keeps doing that, he's gonna go nowhere. I mean, the only way he'll get fired is if it's out of the top four. And as bad as he is as a coach, the players he has, the quality of players he has, makes that to read seem a bit impossible. So yeah, United fans, sorry to say this, but Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is here to stay. Right. Our next takeaway is gonna be from the Sundowns Cape Town City MTN 8 Wafa Wafa final, and it's that Onyango. That man's good. Look, when penalties are taken, it's always a lottery. That's why it's called a lottery of the penalties. And to save as many as this man did, so I mean, he saves all but two of the seven penalties this team took. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yes, there were reports about how he was off the line, all those sort of things. But to be fair, and this is I have to be fair. To be fair, both goalkeepers had numerous opportunities. I mean, numerous occasions were off the line. So the bad officiating notwithstanding, they were consistent, at least the linesmen in a bad officiating, because both goalkeepers had numerous saves that they made where they were off the line. So, it is what it is. One for Benonke, everyone got robbed here. And Onyango saved more than the other guy did. Therefore, Onyango gets all the plaudits. Sundowns, this is the first trophy this is the one trophy that Sundowns had won. So it's really good to see them actually finally put this into the cabinet, into the already overflowing cabinet, mind you. But they finally got this trophy in the cabinet. They've got that monkey off their back. Again, reinforcing that they are the best team in South Africa, and by a margin, they have the best players. They are the best team. Savitsu Kutumela did a special mention for this game. That first goal, the way he hounded the defender, it's really, it was so refreshing to see a young player do that. To not give up on the ball, to make that slide tackle. Then when he gets the ball, be composed enough to take his time and provide that assist. It was really well done by Patrice Kutumela, and he did a special mention. Maybe he's in team of the week, you never know. But yeah, the takeaway is that Sundowns untouchable, man. They're in their own league. I know it's us, but Sundowns in their own league, guys, and I don't see anyone coming close to them. Yo, so quick rundown of various things. Liverpool beat Man United 5-0 last week. This week they couldn't beat Brighton, drew 2-2. Man City got beaten by Crystal Palace 2-0 in what was honestly a Vieira masterclass. He outthought Pep here, and I think it's about time that City realized that they need to go in for a striker January. I'm predicting this, guys. Pin this. Man City, I want to make a bid for Harry Kane in January, and Harry Kane will make that move. It's gonna happen. They need a striker. They can't keep playing the way they're playing. These games where it doesn't matter, but games like this against Palace where you don't have that presence up front. Foden was there, but Foden didn't really do much. It's gonna affect you, and you need that proper number 9 up front. And the one available right now for them, Harry Kane. So watch this space. City gonna go for Harry Kane. Moving on, Chelsea guys. I repeat again, Chelsea. How about you, Chelsea? Chelsea are on another level. They just keep winning. And I don't see anybody stopping them. They're just gonna keep doing what they're doing. And don't be surprised. Look up here, and they've got like a 25 point gap or something lead up top there. I think maybe Liverpool might be the only team that might stop them, but the results that Liverpool keeps getting, very inconsistent results, they might not actually be any contenders to stop Chelsea. It's Chelsea. I repeat what I keep saying, guys. It's Chelsea's league to lose. In Serie A, on the other hand, Napoli and AC Milan unbeaten over 8 games. The top four is looking weird in Italy. I mean, look at this top four, guys. It's really no Juventus in there. It's weird, right? But that's what it is. Serie A is going through some sort of refresh right now, with Juventus slacking and Inter Milan also having a bit of issues regarding integrating Zeko and all the new players in. You are seeing more of the types of Napoli, the types of Roma, the types of AC Milan now stepping up, and especially needing a league like this so-called Farmers League to make it more exciting. It was very boring when it was always just Juventus, Juventus, Juventus. So now last season was Inter Milan, and this season is up for grabs. So it's really good to see this. It's healthy for the league. It's one of the things which I complain about most about our PSL, that there's no teams really challenging Sundowns, and that really affects the quality of the league, because as long as it's just one team dominating and just by the best players, the rest of the league never lifts its game, and your overall game will always suffer. So it's really good for Serie A that this is happening. Speaking of coaches who need to be sacked, Max Allegri is also campaigning. Is in right in that horse race there, trying to be the next big coach sacked, or coach from a big team sacked. And I think if he continues in this way, he will be. Juventus lost over the weekend to Hellas Verona. They lost 2-1. It was just a dismal performance. Once again, Allegri made some dubious selection choices. Didn't start De Ligt, had Dybala on there, but didn't start Chiesa. It made no sense really what I was trying to do. Again, Winston Mackey keeps getting game time, and fine, he scored the goal, but he scored the goal in spite of his performance. You know what I'm saying? It's like when someone scores a goal, and you're like, yeah, I didn't really play well, scored a goal, just happened to be in the right place at the right time. The only time in the game in the right place he scored that goal to make it 2-1. Juventus are suffering. I think Juventus are suffering a lot from the lack of investment. They're suffering a lot from Allegri's lack of ideas. Not that he's a bad coach, don't get me wrong, but he just can't seem to galvanize the team. And sometimes when the team performs the way that Juventus is performing right now, you change the coach. Not necessarily that the coach is bad or the coach is at fault for the losses or all sort of things, but a change is needed, guys. A refresh of some sort, a reboot of some sort. And the only reboot you can really make is by getting rid of the coach. So I don't see Messi surviving surviving after the international break, which is like in a few weeks' time. If he continues in this vein, we've got a few tough games coming up. He needs to win. I'll say all of them. Champions League. He needs to win all these games to save his job. Another loss, and he's probably out. Right now, back to local football. Um, when Royal AM was first mooted as a team, I was very skeptical. I didn't expect much of them. Maybe just be like a relegation candidate. But my gosh, my gosh, this team only lost two out of the 8 games they played. One four, drawn two, sitting in fourth position right now, 14 points. Solid team. They play really well, really good football, really attacking. They don't fear anybody. So the question becomes: is money that big a motivator? And you know what? I would say yes. Think about it. These are the same players who are playing for Celtic. They're not bad players, but are they number 4 material? I would obviously have said no, but here they are now showing that they are. And what has changed in their lives? Money. At Celtic, they were going periods here where they're not sure they're going to get paid, and that affects you as a player, as a person. But now here you are. If I win this game, I'm gonna get a nice cash bonus. It really motivates the players really well. And kudos to Mamkize for what she's doing to the league. I think that's what the PSL needs. We need a maverick. We need someone who's gonna shake it up. Yes, the money is dubiously gotten, I know, but for the betterment of our football, we need Royal AM to become a serious contender, serious challenger, and challenge these so-called big teams and be in that top 4, top 2 position. You know what I'm saying? Be pushing hard. And maybe the owners realize that Yazin, this thing of us of just using these teams as some sort of, I don't know, hobby Sunday league. I don't know what the hell they're trying to do thing, and maybe start taking it more seriously. It might actually improve the quality of our league. So yes, kudos to Real AM. Hope they go on to bigger and better things. Hopefully become number 2. So yeah, let's now get to my favorite part of the week, team of the weekend. In goals, we have Dennis Onyango, the Sundowns goalkeeper there. Um, Amazing amounts of penalty saves there. Yes, the last one's a bit dubious regarding him coming off the line, but you know what? He did still have to save it. He saved all but 2 of the penalties that Cape Town City had took it in the penalty shootout. Very solid performance by him. Well deserved to be in the team of the week. Into defense, look, we seem to we can't go a week without mentioning at least one Chelsea defender in our team of the week. This week that honor goes to Reece James. Two goals there, two very important goals in a game that was petering out to being a draw, and he stepped up when was needed and he scored two amazing goals there in a 3-0 win for Chelsea. I mean, so yes, Reece James, two goals in the team of the week. Next to him in the defense there we have Gueyi, the Crystal Palace defender who kept Man City at bay. Uh, City were hoping to, carry on and just win this game easily against Crystal Palace, but Guehi and his boys had a different idea. They really did well. They're defending very well. They're very solidly. City did have the chances, but due to their compactness and the way they defended, they didn't score a goal and were able to have a 2-0 victory over City, which is very impressive there from Crystal Palace side. So yeah, Guehi gets in the team. Next up, we have Upamecano. Upamecano right now, look, this boy came on in the 70th minute, can you imagine, and still had an assist, which brings his total assist tally in the league so far to four. For a defender, that's pretty impressive, guys. Four assists, Upamecano for Bayern Munich in the team of the week. So only playing three at the back there. Going up to midfield, Kouyaté again, Crystal Palace midfielder. The man had shackles on De Bruyne. And whenever any other sort of City midfielder tried to do something, he was always there to break it up, carry the ball very well, very solid in midfield. A big reason why Crystal Palace were able to go out and get that victory against City. Next to him there, we have what is arguably the best defensive midfielder in the Premier League. Arguably now, don't get me wrong, arguably, maybe top three, but definitely one of the best. Declan Rice, one goal, one assist. Doesn't score many goals, but it's good to see him. So it's good to see him score in a game like this. So Declan Rice, one goal, one assist there in a 4-1 victory over Aston Villa. Dominant performance, a real captain's performance there. So it's good to see that from him. Um, Carrying on to the midfield there, we have the man Tabiso Kutumela from Sundowns. You know, Sundowns has a lot of players. They have a lot of players, and it's always hard to pick one out of them to say, what this guy did well. But in this game here, he was the big reason why they were able to get that first goal against Cape Town City. The way he tracked that defender, never gave up on that ball, slid in there, got the ball back, was composed, and was able to deliver the assist. It was really good to see the sort of attitude you want to see from a young player. And if he carries on like this, you only reach higher, greater heights. So Thabiso Kutumela with his one assist. Next to him, there we're gonna play Gallagher from Crystal Palace. So that's three Crystal Palace players in the team of the week. I never thought that would ever happen, but here we go. The third Crystal Palace player, one assist and one goal. He was dominant there against City, held his own in that midfield, was able to get a goal and an assist. He's only on loan at Crystal Palace, mind you. So I mean, he's really trying to impress, and he's doing so well, very well so far. We can only hope that he continues in this vein. And for the first time ever, we have the GOATs in our team of the week, CR7, Cristiano Ronaldo. One goal, one assist in a dominant display against a really helpless Spurs side. I know it's just Spurs, guys, but still, I mean, he still had to score that amazing goal. I mean, that volley that he took from that Bruno assist, showing why he is arguably the GOAT. So, yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo makes into the team. Up front there, you know, this guy is 40 years old, guys. 40 years old. He just got his 400th goal. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, the Lion, also had a very good assist there. Um, Agent like fine wine deserves a spot in the team of the week. Zlatan. And next to him there, we have another Serie A striker, um, Gio Simeone. Got two goals there. His pressing up front there against Juventus was another reason why Juventus couldn't really get started. Whenever the defenders had the ball and tried to play to midfield, he was always there pressing them, harrying them, and his two goals also helped them beat Juventus. So yeah, it's very good to see Gio Simeone in the team of the week. So yeah, guys, that's the team of the week for this week. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Sharp. So yeah, guys, one last thing before we leave, a bit of a sidebar. In the Brazilian league this Sunday, fans of the team Gemino were upset they got upset by if about a VAR decision. Their team was losing 2-1 at the time, and they scored a goal. What they thought was a legitimate goal, but then VAR ruled it out. The fans held on, just kept quiet and tried to hold on. So the team could have been 2-2, but instead it was 2-1. And then the other team scored another goal and became 3-1. Then the fans just lost it. They went balls, bruh. Invaded the pitch, destroyed the VAR equipment, venting their frustrations here. So yeah, it looks like VAR is not very popular in Brazil, or maybe it's not popular if your team loses. Once again, guys, thank you so much for the support. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you for all the interactions on social media. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the likes. Please continue to do so. It's very nice to get that positive feedback from you people. Even though we disagree on some things, it's nice to be getting interaction. Just hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Hit the like button on the video. Comment in the comment section. Thank you for your support. You can follow us on social media, on Twitter and on Facebook, the Midfield Pivots. I'm your boy B Holi Ngobese. You can find me on social media as well. Thank you for watching. Thank you for support. Until next time, peace.